Now, using my tractor technology of a sponge, I've put my camera on the top of the seat, of the passenger seat, and trapped it with a headrest. So I just want to experiment a bit to see if this works. Right, we're out and about, and I'm just going to stop off very briefly and show you a tiny bit of something that we showed the other day. Anyway, we're in Fenland. This is what I'm showing you. I just thought this is something I've not shown you down here. I had to come out this way. Well, I haven't had to come out at all, have I? I have come out this way to because I needed to get something. So what I'm going to try and do is I've just, as I say, trapped the camera in between the headrest and top of the seat. I just want to see how much you can see and if it records alright, because it's going to be quite a good way of doing it. It's got to be simple and quick. This is what we're after, isn't it? It's got to be, these days it's got to be simple and quick. Now, I know the other day I was showing you the Horncastle Canal, the entrance to it, wasn't I? Well, this is the old Bain, and this is actually the Horncastle Canal. And if I can steady the camera and zoom in up here, I could walk to it, but I think we can zoom in enough to show you. And that truck stops going now. And the cars in a busy road. Can you see that? Well, of course you can see it. Right, well, I'm assuming that's one of the locks. Right, it's just a waterfall now. And we're out and about today, as you can see. You know, we've sold the tractor, haven't we? And I'm trying to get out before winter comes. Just up here, the other side of the road, is another one. It's not far, it's only 150 yards, is it so? 100 yards or so. Easily walk to it. So, I thought I would stand on the bridge and show you it rather than bore you walking up. Well, further to me tool restoration, just to finish this video off, I found these old pliers in this toolbox and some clamps, right? So I thought just to finish this video off, I'll show you one little bit, because you've seen the cleaning and that, because this is how they turn out, isn't it? Of course you remember the spanner I did, look. And I can't show you toward the light, because I've fastened the light on my bench and now it's doing that as well. So what we'll do, these were absolutely seized up, by the way. Right? And you can see they now work alright. Like that pair, it's absolutely seized up. Right? It's absolutely solid. So what I'll do, I'm just going to show you how to very easily and quickly get them freed off. Now that one, that clamp, it just wants wire brushing and cleaning, you know, and I might give it a polish. It's some sort of grips, and it's got a nut and bolt through it for altering the thing. So I thought these forward, I was going to do the whole lot, but as I said, you've seen the cleaning and that, you know. You don't need to see it a dozen times. So I'll chuck that. These pliers, no, this one, that's right. This one has got rubber handles and they're alright. They're not perfectly in line, but they're alright. So just give them a wipe, and I'm leaving them on. But these, they're a bit grufted. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut these off. Cut this plastic off and just give the handles a polish up. Anyway, the only thing I want to show you, really, just to finish this video, well, we'll see how I get on. I might just do one pair of these and show you a finished result of one pair, because the other pairs will be the same, won't they? So, I might do that one. So just to show you cleaning this one up, if I can get, what I'm hoping to do is, if I stand back a bit, yeah, there, is to, I'm wondering if I can move the camera to there just zoom in a bit onto the vise, just to show you. Yeah, you'll be able to see. I think you'll be able to see enough. Anyway, it's ever so simple, because they need, you know, they are seized, right? And like I said, I'm keeping these rubber handles on so we don't nip those too tightly. But just to show you how tight they are and how seized they are. Oops, pulled the bench off. Oh dear. We have to hammer that down again, fasten it again. I pulled the bench off. Anyway, they're blooming fast, right? I mean, look, they're really fast. So what you have to do is give them a squirt of penetrating oil, diesel, anything you want. Soak them in it. It's all you need to do, right? This is what you have to do with these old tools that are seized up. So all you do is, as I say, give them a spray with something, some sort of penetrating oil, and then holding them in the vise to start with, and without pulling the bench off the vise. If you use a screwdriver or something in the end, plus a bit of leverage, look, they're starting to move. Right? They're not seized solid. They're starting to move a little bit. Now, you can't push that in again. So what you do now, you give them another quick spray of this. You can't use too much of this. And then if you put that in the vise like that and use the vise as a press, it doesn't hurt the rubber on the handles at all. But or if you want, if you really want to look after them, you can do it this way, right? So that you squeeze them together like that. There we are, until they go tight. That's all you do. And then it means quite a lot of winding in and out and all the rest of it, but that doesn't matter, does it? You know, we're only doing it for a bit of fun. And so all you have to do is keep working them, that's what I'm trying to say, with some lubricant on. And it starts to go a bit easier already. And do it so they go tight. And then nip them in again. And all you have to do is keep working them. Right? It just takes time. Now, squeezing as well. And go up, that goes nearly tight now, you see. So, they're like that. Now, I don't think these are really good ones. There's a little bit of a gap in, but they're worth doing. They are. Well worth doing. Give them another squirt in there. Like I said, penetrating oil does what it says, it penetrates, you know, and as I said, you can use anything you got, diesel, or paraffin, or anything you like. But you've got to, somewhere I've got a small, thin screwdriver, which I need just to get inside here, just to start them, and then that's it. Just at the initial start. There we are. Now it's starting to work, you see. I'm going to have to, that's a job for another day, isn't it? This vise, right? Now, look, without an awful lot, that is now starting to go. And I'm not that strong, as you know. But that's starting to go. Right. So now all I have to do is keep squirting it and moving it a bit further. So now I've got to put them back in here and get my other bar and get it apart so it comes to the end. And then just keep working it and then they'll come free. So I'll show you. Right, I hope you can see how nice these have come. They're really nice and free, look now. And And all I've done, I'll just to remind you, that's all. I'm trying to hold it in the light without shining the camera at the light, you see. So just to remind you, all I've done is free them off with penetrating oil, and it does take quite a while. I've done these, I'll show you the 3 steps because I've got 3 pairs, so I can show you the 3 steps. Right? So what I've done is, I'll lather my hands up, never mind. Right, I've freed these off, and if I can get the light on there and keep working them like that, because the end, it's still a fraction tight at the end, so they still want working a little bit like that, but they'll come free. It'll take you 5-10 minutes, and just keep giving it a squirt of something, some sort of penetrating oil. But what I want to show you is, if I can, while you work these, and it's happened with all 3 pair of pliers this has, as you work them, the penetrating oil does what it says on the tin. It actually penetrates. And if you can see there, it's starting to come out, but there will be some rusty oil, rusty looking oil come out on the hinge bit, right, on the pivoting bit. You'll see some bits of rusty oil come out on the pivoting bit, and you are just starting to see that now. I'll just as I say, you do have to work them quite vigorously, as I say, for some time, right? And if I keep doing this, you will see in a moment. Yes. Right, I don't know if I can get this in the light enough to show you, but just there, there's a sharp bit there, I've got to mind. But that is starting now to look a rusty colour, you see. So then you just spray it, wipe it off, spray it and do it again. And just keep doing this. As I say, it can take quite a long while sometimes, but that's the way to do it. Don't go heating it up or anything like that, because it ruins the temper on them. They never need it. All you need to do is, as I've shown you, get them moving and put some sort of penetrating oil, diesel, salt, doesn't matter. And when you've done that job, oh, and by the way, just to tell you, these handles did come off, so all I'm going to do is to clean those up is give them a good wash in soap and water, just ordinary washing up liquid and water, then they can go back on again. Now, so I've shown you that, how to loosen it, and as I said, as we've got 3 pairs, I can show you the 3 stages. Then of course what you do, they're all nice and free like these, you can see that, they're freed off, but they're like that. So now what we do is we go down, give them a wash off in solvent, no matter what you use, petrol, you know, white spirit, meths, anything you want, some that to degrease them. Degreaser, if you want to buy it, that's called degreaser, whatever you like. But then, and here's the important bit that most people miss out, wash them off in water. Well, what water does, you know water and oil don't mix. Well, water and solvent don't mix either, because solvent, mineral solvent especially, is like white spirit, is like thin oil, very thin oil. And whereas if you use meths, it doesn't mix. I've got some here, I could actually show you sometime, but I won't do it today. Anyway, I will do, just for fun, someday I'll show you the difference. If you try and thin oil with meths, it doesn't thin it. If you do it with white spirit, which is mineral based, it does. That's the difference. So, but as I said, the important bit is to wash it off with water, because water and oil don't mix, and it washes all the solvent off, but it also washes all the dirt off. This is the important bit, otherwise you spread the dirt about. Then when you've washed all the oil and dirt off, you then rotary wire brush it, which come up like that, except I've polished these, you see, on my buffing wheel, like I did like I did these, and that brings them up nicely. And then a drop of light oil on, and wipe it over even with your hand, just a tiny bit of oil with your hand or an oily rag, and they're good to go for another 100 years, aren't they? There you go. Anyway, I hope you've liked that. It's something a bit different in it, and you've got a bit of variety today. So I'm not 100% sure what's happening next. So just try and tell you if I can. I'm not sure I can, of course. There we are. That'll be better. You can almost see me now, can't you? You know we all mess about. Anyway, as I say, I was thinking I might go out and show you around the countryside, because a few have said that you like looking around the countryside. That's why I've taken the opportunity, you know, when I've been moving my tractor around, and show you different things. So we can still do that, of course. It's not winter yet. It's not too bad a day, although it was absolutely chucking it with rain. Was it yesterday when I come home? Yeah, yesterday after I came home. God, it poured it with rain. If it had been yesterday taking my tractor, I would have gone wet. But never mind. Anyway, a little bit of interest for you, hopefully. Something a bit different. And as I said, I'll take you out and about and show you something, you know, of interest. There's got to be. There's loads of interest, isn't there, out and about. So we'll do that in a few days.